Once upon a time, Mel Gibson could do no wrong. He was the guy who made you want to scream "Freedom!" in your backyard and then laugh at a buddy cop joke 5 minutes later. The man had range, charm, and a golden ticket to Hollywood's inner circle. And then Mel Gibson became, well, Mel Gibson. The rants, the scandals, the kind of behavior that makes TMZ's heart sing. It was like he took a master class on career sabotage and graduated with honors. So, Hollywood did what Hollywood does best. They turned their backs and pretended they didn't know him. But here's the thing, Mel Gibson didn't just fade away. Nope, he went full Lazarus and resurrected his career with Hacksaw Ridge. And now he's back again with Flight Risk, proving that if you're good at what you do, you can survive anything, even yourself. Flight Risk is your classic mid-budget action thriller. Mark Wahlberg plays a U.S. Marshal escorting a witness through the Alaskan wilderness. Their pilot is a hitman. So basically, it's Con Air without Nick Cage's mullet. It's tense, it's gritty, and it's exactly the kind of movie you would expect to see on TNT at 2 a.m. for the next 15 years. And guess what? People are eating it up. The critics, of course, are treating Flight Risk like it ran over their dog. Words like formulaic and uninspired are being thrown around. You'd think Mel Gibson handed them a pile of wet spaghetti instead of a perfectly serviceable action flick. But here's the kicker. Audiences don't care. They're showing up, buying popcorn, and enjoying every second of it. Why? Because not everything needs to be a 3-hour Oscar contender. Sometimes you just want to watch Mark Wahlberg punch someone in the face. Let's talk about Mel Gibson as a director. Say what you will about the guy, but he knows how to craft a film. Whether it's the epic battles of Braveheart or the raw intensity of Hacksaw Ridge, the man can tell a story. And with Flight Risk, he's doing what he does best, making a straightforward, no-frills thriller that keeps you on the edge of your seat. Sure, it's not breaking new ground, but it doesn't need to. It knows exactly what it is, and it delivers. Critics love to hate movies like this because they're not elevated, whatever that means. But here's the thing, not every movie needs to be a masterpiece. Sometimes it's okay just to be fun. Flight Risk isn't trying to win Oscars, it's trying to entertain you for 2 hours, and it does exactly that. If you want complex narratives and a deep character studies, go watch something Friends. If you want explosions and betrayal in the Alaskan wilderness, this is your movie. Here's what's really interesting about Mel Gibson. He just doesn't quit. Most people in his position would have disappeared into obscurity, but not Mel. The man refuses to give up. He's like a cinematic cockroach, indestructible. And honestly, there's something admirable about that. Say what you will about his past, Mel Gibson is resilient. He's taken every punch Hollywood has thrown at him, and he's still standing. Bruised? Yes, but standing. Flight Risk is more than just another action movie. It's proof that there's still a place for mid-budget thrillers in a world dominated by $200 million superhero extravaganzas. Not every movie needs to be a spectacle. Sometimes it's enough just to be good. And clearly the audiences agree. 4.4 million opening day and 11 to 12 million weekend projection. People still want movies like this, and honestly, so do I. So, who's right, the critics or the fans? Honestly, it depends on what you're looking for. If you want groundbreaking cinema that changes your perspective on life, Flight Risk isn't it. But if you want to watch Mark Wahlberg and a hitman duke it out while Mel Gibson quietly laughs behind the camera, you're in for a good time. And maybe that's the point. Not every movie needs to be a masterpiece. Sometimes it's enough just to be entertaining. Mel Gibson is a complicated guy. His past is messy, his reputation is polarizing, but his talent, that's undeniable. He's one of the few people in Hollywood who can take a beating Metaphorically, of course, and come back swinging. Flight Risk isn't a perfect movie, but it's proof that Mel Gibson still has something to say, and honestly, I'm here for it.